What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorldPodcast. Today we're going to be taking a look at NFL Week 12, and all of the things that happened were unbelievable, but we're going to start off with the Raiders and the Falcons. This game was absolutely disgusting for the Raiders, just simply because a lot of us, like myself, thought that the Raiders were on the right track. You know, Darren Waller, Derrick Carr, things like that were starting to go through. The Falcons played unbelievably defensively, and this is what I don't understand about the Falcons. They'll just start winning games like in the second half of the season, and you'll look at them like, wow, was their defense always that good? Because it's like the same story over and over again. They get dominated in the first half, then they come back in the second half and start doing stuff. They're just not right, and I don't really understand what's going on, but I'm very, extremely disappointed in the Raiders. The way they came out, not prepared to play. I know it's been a challenging season, but you can't go out there and score 6 and give up 43. Like, no matter what happens, you just can't do that. So I don't really know how they can kind of build from this. It looks like Derrick Carr, he had those bad fumbles. He didn't play. Like, I don't know what he's doing. But I can't really blame him for some of the stuff. His awareness is not really like, he's not on that tier level where we look at him as an elite quarterback. So even with his right tackle being total trash and his offensive line not playing well, it's like we still didn't expect anything from him anyway. But even he just played horrible. Matt Ryan didn't play well either. Like, it wasn't like Matt Ryan was lighting it up. But the run game, the defense, and everything like that came together, and it was just a better overall win for the team. Either way, both these teams now, I already knew the Falcons weren't going to do anything. Now I'm looking at the Raiders like, dude, are you serious? Like, Raiders, are you guys serious? Like, dude, I'm done with you guys. Chargers and the Bills. The Chargers fought. The Bills are just better. Nothing really to write home about here. You know what I'm saying? Bills came out, handled their business. The Chargers put everything that they had in it. It's just a situation where, the Bills were just a better team, and they're 8-3, and the Bills is rocking, looking like they were in a clean path to go ahead and take away that AFC East. And that's pretty much what it is, man. I really can't say much about the game. It wasn't an exciting game to begin with, but sometimes you just got to win the game, and that's what they did out there. The Bills handle that. The Giants and the Bengals, this game was absolutely hilarious. You got two trash teams running around doing whatever. It doesn't really matter, what happens with either of these teams. You got the starting QB for the Bengals out, rookie. It is what it is. It's not like we're going to go out there and it's going to be some kind of miraculous thing where one of these teams, well, actually, no. The Giants can still make the play. I'm looking at their record like 4-7, calling them trash, but in the NFC East, they can still make the playoffs. This game probably had a little bit more meaning now. It's unbelievable how terrible the NFC East is, and sometimes when you look at it, you're just like, nah, this can't be real, but it's absolutely real. And these teams suck, but the Giants might end up winning the division. That's scary because we know the Cowboys suck. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. That might turn into something else. We got to take a look at that. Yeah, we might have to get back to that, guys. That's something we might have to take a look at. The Titans and the Colts. Derrick Henry is king. Bottom line, look, I don't care what anybody says. You don't want to play against Derrick Henry. I haven't seen a running back like this. And look, he's not like he's super fast. He's just a guy you just don't want to deal with for 60 minutes. You don't want to deal with him. That's what I've come up with. Like, the defense doesn't want to keep banging bodies with this guy all game because you can look at them and see. And this was for what was it? This is for the title. Like controlling the AFC. What is this? Where are they at? The AFC South? Like, whatever it was for, these dudes right here, they're battling it out. And the Colts, they are who we thought they were, bro. Like, these dudes is garbage. I don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. Bro, you couldn't tell me what they're doing. I don't know what was going on, but it doesn't matter. That's not what this is about. What this is about is Derrick Henry is a guy that's going to come and just run downhill, and you don't want any parts of it. I promise you that everybody that's watching this right now or listening to it, via, you downloaded it, you got the podcast rolling. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody right now in their right mind wants to deal with Derrick Henry. He reminds me of Mike Tyson in his prime. Like, obviously, it's going to come a point where he's just not doing anything like Mike Tyson was, getting beat up all over the place. But that's going to be a while from now. He's going to have to get run down. Right now, he's young. He's ready to go. You don't want no problems. And I don't know what the Colts did to prepare for this, but they didn't prepare well. And he was juking and doing all kind of weird stuff. He wasn't even trucking it. Bro, he wasn't even trucking like dude, I don't know what's going on. But he's getting better by the day. The Colts, very, very disappointed in you guys, but you are who we thought you are who we thought you were. That's pretty much what it is. The Browns and the Jaguars. The Browns got through this game by the skin of their teeth. I don't know, Nick Chubb in my pants, like this dude, that touchdown he scored late, it was pretty good. I got to say this, right? Because we got to give the Browns the same credit that we give other teams. Sometimes you're going to struggle with bad teams, but you have to win the game. That's pretty much what it is. You have to win the game. and that is pretty much what the situation is. And you know, that's what they ended up doing in the end, and that's all we can really say. Nothing else. The Jaguars gave them all they can handle, and they came out with the victory. I'm pretty sure, you know, Brown fans were going crazy, like, yo, you guys always do this, you guys suck, but they ended up coming through in the clutch and handling it, and that's all you can really do. Panthers and the Vikings. This right here, dude, I don't know, fam. Yo, dude, listen, I don't. Defensively, the Vikings are playing better, and that's why they pretty much, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, they were able to control it and maintain it when it was necessary. It was still nip and tuck throughout this entire game, but you got to give the Vikings credit coming up with the win. I don't know what they're going to do in the North, though. Could they get a wild card? I got to check the records. You know, we obviously know that the, you know, the Bears suck. We'll get to them. They were the Sunday Night Football game, but, you know, winning this game, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with it, but we all know, like I said, the Panthers are very, very injury-stricken. It seems like everybody is. But this was actually an exciting game coming down to the wire. When you win a game by a point, it's obviously very exciting, but I don't really trust the Vikings in the playoffs, even if they were to get a wild card. So I don't know what's going on with that situation. The Cardinals and the Patriots. This was very, very interesting to show that Bill Belichick still got it, because, you know, Kyler Murray and his team is riding high, and he was still able to do certain things to kind of confuse them when it was necessary. Cam Newton did not play particularly well. They're going to have to keep working on that. I was looking at him, you know, sort of kind of a, you know, comeback player of the year, but it looks like Alex Smith is probably going to get that, even though Alex Smith can barely move around and do whatever. You know, he's just on a team that sucks. That's probably going to make the playoffs. I don't know what's going to happen with this Patriots team. Yes, it's a win, but it's not a win that I'm confident in. I don't like that. I don't like the way that they're, like, it's just really, really weird what's going on. I don't like the way that they're winning games. And they're in all of the games that they're playing. I just don't like the way that they're winning. But they came out with a big win right here. Kudos to Bill Belichick and that team. Good stuff by you guys. The Dolphins and the Jets. We obviously know that the Jets are not a good football team. But it's really, really bad when you see them go into the half and they're like, look, we're gonna do the smart play, guys. Everybody's like, come on. We're gonna do the smart play. We're gonna take the field goal. And the guy just misses it. Like, that explains the entire season. Adam Gase, I don't know how he still has a job, but he'll probably be fired before the season's over, because this 0-11 thing that they got going on, it's really, really disgusting to watch. And it looks like the more they try to, like, do the right thing, bad things happen. So they might as well just do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might as well just say, you know what? I'm going to do this. It doesn't really matter. I'm like, this is what I'm doing. And just do it. Because other than that, it doesn't seem like they're on a path of getting better. It doesn't seem like they know what's going on. It just seems that the team is not responding to anything that's going on. And it's really disgusting to watch. Hilarious, but disgusting to watch. And they're going to have to make a decision very, very soon. Dolphins, they won a game that they had to win. It's nothing to talk about like, oh, they did that. No, they played the Jets, fam. You know what I'm saying? Dolphins, you played the Jets. Nothing to talk about there. The Saints and the Broncos. When you look at that score, it reminds you of what Drew Brees used to do with his arm. Unfortunately, Taysom Hill is not that typical quarterback. He was deadly on the ground, not good in the air. But they still, you know, defensively, you Broncos, you're playing against tight ends. You're playing against the guy that was just working at Walmart. Like, it's not a good thing that was going on with the Broncos. A lot of the things that are happening in this season is so unique that you're going to see some of that stuff. But hopefully it gets through everybody and they're able to go ahead by the playoff time and not have to postpone stuff due to things, and players can play, because this pandemic is really, really wild right now, and it's heavily affecting the way that these teams are putting things together. Either way, the Broncos would have lost the game, but they were heavily, heavily undermanned due to that situation that transpired yesterday. So the Saints put up 31, but I just want to let you guys know it wasn't because of Taysom Hill going out there and just throwing dots. He did not look particularly well or comfortable under center throughout the entirety of the game based on what I saw, but running the ball, you know, at the QB position, bro, the dude's lights out. 49ers and the Rams, this right here, a lot of you guys thought that the Niners are just going to go there and lay down and just put their butt cheeks in the air. Didn't work out like that. And I'm going to tell you why. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. Deebo Samuel, I've been saying this for a while, right? When your name is Deebo, and many of us grew up watching the movie Friday, we know what Deebo stands for. And he goes out there and he just manhandles dudes. He is one of the most physical receivers that I've seen in a very long time. He reminds me like of Terrell Owens. Like, T.O. would drop open passes, but he would smash you up and just be very physical with you down the field. That's what Deebo reminds me of. And oh my goodness, what a spark. You know what I'm saying, bro? What a spark with him coming back off injury. and going out there and handling his business. That was big time play. That's what I wanted to see. That was good stuff right there. I have to go ahead and just give him his props. Like, he really just went out there and handled his business, man. Like, it was unbelievable to watch it. And, you know, the Rams, that's why I told you guys, Jared Goff, bro, he doesn't do it for me, fam. Like, he just doesn't do it for me. And that's just pretty much what it is. The Chiefs and the Buccaneers. I was expecting a higher scoring game, but the domination of Tyreek Hill, bro, he had 13 receptions, 269 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And they keep leaving this man one-on-one. Bro, okay, look, Bruce Arians, I understand that you want to, you know, disrespect Tom Brady and talk trash about him, but you're still the head coach. You look like a complete fool leaving Tyreek Hill one-on-one all day. That doesn't make it, he's the fastest man in the NFL. Why would you do that? And then Tom Brady tried to make a run at it towards the end. He's a fighter, you know, trying to come back and stuff like that. But Tom, dude, like, when your defense is doing that kind of stuff, now he's starting to see what, like, Peyton Manning was doing, Aaron Rodgers was doing during his time with the Patriots. When your defense sucks, it's very, very hard to win games. It's very, very hard, and yet still they only won by 3. They should have lost by more with the Chiefs. The Chiefs should have won by more. The Bucs should have, obviously lost by more. But Tom Brady tried to bring them back. It wasn't enough. Defensively, they sucked. You give up too much early, and then they just play like lax prevent defense for the rest of the game. You're not getting no points on the board. Like, that's just pretty much what it is. It really was bad for Tom, though, but he fought back as much as he could. The Bears and the Packers, I think Aaron Rodgers got 50,000 yards yesterday due to a terrible Bears defense. The Bears are horrific. Trubisky, I used to like and think that he can do well. I don't believe in him at all anymore. After what, unfortunately, like, watching him play, I have to just come to the realization that guy sucks. Like, it is what it is. Aaron Rodgers let that thing fly in all kind of angles. They were able to do whatever they wanted, and they dominated this game. They got 25 points, many of it in garbage time. It is what it is. That's pretty much all your Sunday games. Hope to see you guys very, very soon throughout the week. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. Be safe. One love, y'all.